Hi, so second round because my computer froze again. I really am not happy about that. But I can't do anything about it. I bought this used, so it is what it is. My laptop is used. So I thought I would make a video during my lunchtime and try to keep it as short as possible because I have to be back at a certain point and go into more meetings. But so I thought I would talk about being an INTJ. And first of all, as an INTJ, things I've been called and labeled. So as a kid, as a teenager, by adults that didn't understand me, I had one tell me, "Oh, you think you're perfect." I had one relationship with somebody who didn't take the time to get to know me. It was again, they didn't take the time to get to know me and understand me. And he said the same thing. "Oh, you think you're so perfect." And then I had somebody online, of course, social justice warriors with their little typing skills, call me a narcissist. And I had one other person that didn't get to know me and judged me and called me a narcissist. So do I think I'm better than other people? No. Do I meet the criteria for a narcissist or a narcissistic personality disorder? No. Do you have the background to judge me and call me a narcissist? No. So I do not think I'm perfect. I do not think I'm above anybody. If anything, I'm insecure. I've been rejected a lot. Now, do I hold myself at high standards? Yes, I do. Do I try to do things the best I can so that I don't have to do it again? Yes, I do. It's how I was raised, not just by other adults, but my dad. He had a saying. He would say to me, "Anna Marie, do it right the first time so that no one has to come behind you and do it again." So the expectation to do it right the first time, to be perfect, to do a solid job, to do 100%, to work, hard at whatever I do and not do it half-assed. That is my work ethic. And I do that. And in relationships, I work my butt off. I will not do a half-assed. If there is a problem, I will point it out and I will try to problem solve it. So there brings me to my next point about relationships as an INTJ. So I don't like drama at all. I hate games. So if you try to play a game with me and tell me, "Oh, I like this girl also," or "Oh, this girl is also interested in me," I'm going to lose interest in you because I don't like games, and that tells me that you're insecure and you're wishy-washy and you can't make up your mind on if you like me or not. So if I can't tell if you have a solid mindset in your head that you like me or haven't made up your mind, I'm not going to really respect you and I'm going to start pulling away. So I hate games. Don't play jealous games with me because that is a waste of time. I don't like it. My first go-to is going to tell you, well, if you're interested in her, go for it. And I may or may not still be here and available, and I may or may not still be interested in you. So, you could take that chance if you want. I support it. I'm not going to hold you back. So, if you want to go for someone else, go for it. If you don't, and you're just playing games, then you need to, stop it. Drama. I hate drama. I hate gossip. Don't waste my time talking to me about he said this, she said that, like office drama, office gossip. I've never been interested. I hate it when people are like, so-and-so, blah, 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 blah. And she, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to say, did you try talking to them? And if they say no, I'm like, well, why are you wasting my time talking to me about this person when you haven't even told them, and they don't even have a clue that you feel that way. If they upset you or they annoyed you, tell them, tell them they upset you, annoyed you. If you're afraid you're going to get fired, well, why are you telling me about it? Yeah, I'm not a gossip. I'm not going to tell anybody about it. But by the fact that you're gossiping and telling me, chances are you've gossiped to other people. It's going to get around and you're going to get in trouble. So you're stupid for doing that. Also, family drama, I will try to sympathize, but again, I don't like to get sucked into all that. So if you're having drama with your mom or your dad, I'll listen, but do I want to get sucked into your drama politics? Not really. And if I have a relationship with you and it's all the time that you're having this drama with your parents, I'm going to either suggest that you pull away from them a little bit and maybe get some time to have your own time to reflect and think about things and be more, outside-ish instead of so involved, because when you're in the heat of the moment, your emotions are going to make you do something you might regret. So pulling away is sometimes a good choice. Not pulling away completely, still call and talk to them, but pulling away from the event that has you heated and thinking about it. Let's see. So if the person is complaining to me about their finances, the first thing I'm going to say is, do you make enough to live within your means? Are you living beyond your means? Do you have a job? Do you have a job that's minimum wage? Do you have a job that's blue collar? Do you have a job that's, professional? Are you living within your means? If you're unemployed and living beyond your means, it's pretty stupid to do that. If you feel entitled and believe other people should pay for your bills, your rent, your electricity, your food, again, that's entitlement, and I'm not going to want to get close to you. If you are honestly trying to work a blue collar job, like for me, for example, I do not think I'm above other people. I am not a narcissist. I am not, thinking I'm perfect. I will work a blue collar job. I have so much education. I have so many resumes, and I've done so many different fields. You have no idea. But I am not above going and working at a grocery store, and I've done it. I'm not above working at a fast food place or a restaurant, and I've done that. And that's after the fact of having a bachelor's degree. That's after the fact of having a master's degree and a license. So you do what you have to do to pay your own bills. It's nobody's job to take care of you. If you have the entitlement belief that it is someone's job, well, that's not my problem. That's your problem. And I'm not going to engage in a relationship with a person like that. I'm not going to be your friend in a close way. I will be very distant. And I'm not going to want to have a romantic relationship with a guy if he's like that. So if there's a guy that thinks he's entitled to having money and things that he hasn't earned, I'm not going to respect that. I have to respect that you're earning your own keep and you're working hard to pay your own bills, and you are not doing substances as a reason for why you're not working. So if you have time on your hands, you should be working. If you're doing drugs or alcohol and that's keeping you from getting a job because you're spending more time looking for money to buy drugs or alcohol and a connection to go get your drugs and alcohol, and then doing your drugs and alcohol, and that takes up all your time in a day, and then getting high or drunk, well, I don't respect that. You're not going to get close to me, and I know signs to look for. So yeah. So not judging you. If you want to do that to your body, by all means go for it, but I am not going to pay for you to destroy your body, and I don't want to be in a relationship with you because people that are destroying their bodies by consuming things tend to be entitled and want you to pay for everything, and I'm not going to pay for stuff for somebody. So I do not want to engage in a person that has those kind of issues. I do not want to engage with somebody who's got personality issues. So someone who's borderline and goes from seeing me as the best thing ever to all of a sudden, without explanation, with a mood swing, sees me as the devil. You're just this evil INTJ. Well, it makes no sense. What is it that I specifically did that upset you? If it's just a mood swing and you just decided within a week's time that you don't like me, you know, that's on you, man, and that's your problem. And I'm not going to get close to you. If you do things to self-harm and things like that, I'm not going to get close to you. I did have one friend that wanted to get close to me that was self-harming, and I told her she needed to get help, that it's not healthy for somebody in their 30s to be doing that kind of stuff. Go get help. Find coping skills to help you, but people that do self-harming behaviors tend to be similar to addicts. It releases the same endorphins and the same dopamines that are released in the same neural pathway as sex, as drugs, as eating something that tastes great, exercise. So that same neural pathway gets hit when somebody is engaging in self-harming behavior. It's very addictive, and so that reward hits them every time. And so they need to find another thing that's healthier, like exercise within moderation, to help with the neural pathway, with the reward center, with the dopamines and endorphin releases, so that they'll have that. But I'm not going to want to get close to that. What else about INTJ? So I don't like drama. I don't like games. I'm pretty direct. I like to problem solve as a first go-to. I'm not a feeling-based immediately type person. Am I capable of feelings? Of course. So much so that it's not like my score is that high on the thinker side. And it's not like I can't relate to someone's feelings. I can. I'm capable. Sorry, I'm having a bad hair day. And I just got on a meeting and I look like this. Oh well. At least I got makeup on. Usually I don't care. So I can empathize with your feelings, and I care. I am capable of feels. It's just most of the time I like to have myself under control, and I don't like being feeling based. I like to think with logic and problem solve things and come at it with that instead of going emotional. The only time you'll see me emotional and possibly irrational is, of course, that time of the month. I am a female. I do have that. I don't just identify as a female. I am biologically a female. I do have a period. So if that makes you uncomfortable, sorry, I grew up. I just think that's stupid. At this point, you should be grown enough to understand about a woman's body. So I don't care. I'm not above talking about that, and I don't get uncomfortable with with someone talking about sex to me, or about certain subjects that people think is uncomfortable. I don't react like most people. I don't go and get all shocked. I'm just like, okay, And so I'm cool and laid back. I think sometimes people misunderstand my cool and laid back approach and how I am just naturally. I think they think I'm aloof and don't care. I've been called Spock and aloof and computer. I'm none of those things either. I am capable, again, of feeling. I do feel. And some things will get to me. Some things will bother me. It depends on the level of closeness to the person. So if I feel close to a person, of course it'll hurt my feelings. If I'm not close to them and I could tell they're a keyboard warrior and they mean nothing to me, or it's some random celeb that I follow on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever, it depends on if I've ever met them in person and have developed any kind of relationship, which chances are no. So if they say something to me or they don't give me attention, I'm not going to care, because I don't have a relationship with them. So I don't care. So, and same with people that follow and friend you on Facebook, like somebody that remembers you from high school or remembers you from college, and you didn't have a lot of interactions with them, and you still don't, other than Facebook or Twitter or whatever. Um, I am not gonna be upset if they don't like my picture, or if they don't, comment, or if they say something to me that's judgmental. I'm gonna be like, they don't know me, they haven't formed a relationship with me, we've never had lunch, so their opinion doesn't matter to me. So so yeah, so sometimes I can be sensitive, but other times I'm like, I don't care about you because you really don't know me and I don't know you. So your opinion isn't valid to me. It's only valid to you and maybe the other people that want to like your comment for being a dick to me on my Facebook. I've had that. Usually it's women that are being dicks, they're being bitchy, and they'll say something just totally rude and post a comment, and then you'll see the other two that are bitches also that never talked to me and didn't like me, and yet they're friends with me because they knew I did XYZ in high school and college. And so I'm over the popularity status quo. I don't care. I don't care what I did back in the day that, qualified me as popular, which is usually sports related, which is petty and stupid. But if all that kind of stuff. So if you're just being a bitch and just doing that, I'm not gonna keep being your friend, because that shows me you really don't like me deep down and you don't know me. So chances are, you know. But yeah, so I'm not gonna stay your friend, and you're not gonna post that crap on my Facebook again. I'll tell you that. So it just depends on the comment. If I say something, if I start it, if I see something, if I post something that's controversial and someone doesn't agree, I'm open to discussion about it, and that doesn't hurt my feelings. Now, if they come at me with call me names or something petty because they're not logical and rational enough to come up with a strong argument, then, I'm not going to unfriend them over it, but I'm not going to respect them because I can tell they're not logical and they're not rational. So, it is what it is. What else about INTJ? So, I'm reserved, so it may be hard to get to know me because I'm in my head a lot and focused on whatever it is that I'm trying to do. So, I've been called snobby. I've been called, stuck up, and that's because I'm reserved, and it has nothing to do with that. Sometimes, as assertive as I am and speak my mind and being a Detroiter, I am still shy around some people. So to be called stuck up when in fact I'm shy, that's pretty harsh for a judgment. So yes, as an INTJ, I am capable of being shy. Let's see. I don't know what else to cover. So in work, I like to focus on what I'm doing. I like succinct instructions. I don't like someone showboating and telling me, oh, blah, 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 or, treating me like I'm stupid when the instructions are pretty simple and I got it. I don't like gossip. I hate going to events that are like potlucks. I hate those. I hate potlucks with a passion. I hate get-togethers. I hate parties. I hate all that stuff. Anything where there's going to be a ton of people talking about gossipy, dumb, shallow stuff, I'm not interested in that. I like basically small group or maybe one person and just getting to know that one person one-on-one and having a good discussion that's deep and funny, or because I don't have to have something that's logical all the time or smart. I like funny stuff. I laugh at so much shit you have no idea. So I do have a sense of humor. My humor is dark. My humor is it's dark. It can be self-deprecating. So again, if you're self-deprecating, you're not a narcissist. Narcissists don't make self-deprecating jokes, and I make those kind of jokes all the time. And it doesn't mean I have a bad self-esteem. It's just, an Irish thing, a Jewish thing. I've seen both of those cultures do that, and I have both those cultures within me. So yeah, having making self-deprecating jokes is just a joke. There's no meaning behind it. It doesn't mean I have a low self-esteem. And but yeah, I like to joke. And I like to have deep discussions about stuff. I love philosophical stuff. I love, getting to know you and hearing your story, and what's on your mind, deep thoughts. It could be about anything, really, anything, as long as it's interesting and not gossip and shallow crap. I could care less about that stuff. So, but yeah, I am confident in certain areas, and so maybe my confidence is why people think I'm stuck up or, a narcissist. But being confident does not mean you're a narcissist. It just means you're confident in who you are, which I am. I'm secure with who I am. I'm okay with who I am. I accept who I am. Do I always like it? No. Would I rather be an INFJ? Yeah. I think my life would be a little bit easier if I was an INFJ as opposed to INTJ. And coming to grips and accepting that I have an INTJ personality and an Enneagram type 5 personality, it wasn't like I chose and wanted that. I would rather have something like an extroverted personality where you can be the life of the party and everybody loves you. My dog is sneezing, allergies. I would love that. That would be easier, as opposed to my personality type. So I would much rather be anything but what I am. But I can't. I mean, I am who I am. Not that I can't grow, but and I am all about growth within me with my relationships. I want to see my relationships get closer and grow and get closer to that person and get that bond that you really desire, the sex and all that kind of stuff. All that's amazing, but yeah, confidence in knowing my skill set, knowing my intelligence, embracing my personality, whether I like it or not. It's who I am. Embracing my cultures, my ancestry. I didn't choose who my grandparents and great grandparents and beyond that. I didn't choose who they decide to have sex with. So I embrace who I am and the cultures that make up who I am. And I embrace, confidently that. I embrace confidently about my personality because it is who I am. And I embrace my intelligence. Do I wish I was smarter? Yeah. Do I wish I'd scheduled more time to read? Yeah. And do more productive things with my time? Yeah. Do I always do that? No. Sometimes I'm wasting my time on social media, quite often. Sometimes I am wasting time binging a show. So, but if it's helping me to cope with a day that's bad or, whatever, so be it. That's my choice, and it's not destructive and it's not hurting you. So that's another thing. If what I do to myself doesn't hurt you or affect you, it's none of your business. And whatever you do, it's none of my business. If you want to go and get high as fuck, that's on you. That's your business. I don't care what you do to your body. It only affects me as if you engage in a relationship with me and have expectations of wanting a relationship that's close and then wanting money from me. That's going to be a no. That's going to be a solid no. That's going to be go and get help for your drug issues if you want to get help, which the person has to want it. You can't just tell them, hey, go get help. They have to want to get help. But if they choose not to get help, they still want to get low and high, that's their choice. It's unfortunate because their health is going to decline. Their face is going to show that they're doing substances because you can't hide that. But again, that's their choice. So I respect that, and just don't pull me into that is my thing. So whatever you choose to do with your life, whatever you believe politically, whatever you believe with your religion, whatever you want to do with substances, whatever you want to do with your relationships, I don't care until you suck me into it. It is your relationship, and vice versa. Whatever I do with me and my stuff and my business is my business. It's my life, not yours. So it doesn't affect you. It's my life. So if we're close friends, then yeah. If we're not, then it doesn't affect you. So it's not really your business unless I make it your business. And I want you to know. So I guess that's it. I hope that kind of explains about INTJ. I got to get ready to get back to work. So anyway, more meetings. Yay! Ugh. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great, fantastic day. Thanks for watching.